This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pond. I'm your host, Josh, and episode 319 will feature the team of Benchwarmer Marcus and head coach for our Patreon team, Dave Wortz, versus Benchwarmer Walling and equipment manager for our Patreon team, Hugh Gitlin. Welcome back to the bench, Hugh and Dave. Hugh, why don't you take a minute to remind us about yourself and let us know what's new with you.
I'm from Mendota Heights, Minnesota, which is the suburb south of St. Paul. I just spent a whole week at the Dakota County Fair, our local fair. It was fun, met a lot of people, had a lot of good food, good fair food, and ready to compete. I'm a fan of all the Minnesota teams and the Gophers. I'm starting to appreciate the Tommies, but not as much. But that's about it.
All right, and Dave, you know, we were on not too long ago, so my first question for you is, any new jobs?
Kind of. I start a teaching gig that runs through this week. I teach improv comedy. For those of you that don't know, I'm a improv comedian. I'm a pro wrestler. I'm a special education teacher. I'm a game show host. But I also teach improv comedy to children. So I have a kids camp that I had to formulate and get all set up. So I got third to sixth graders, I think. So it's going to be chaotic as all hell. And I know I was just on not too long ago, but so I've been divulging in sports in the best ways imaginable, which is adjacent to sports. And last night I was able to watch the movie Joyride. I don't know if any of you saw that. Like four girls end up going over to China for a business deal, but one of the girls there is very connected with Baron Davis, who actually makes a cameo, and it is the most random out of the blue cameo ever, but it's worth it just to see him get absolutely wrecked in more ways than one. So it's great. I've loved it. Absolutely loved it.
All right. Well, that is definitely sports adjacent, and Baron Davis, boy, he doesn't even come up as an answer very often on this podcast, let alone talking about him in his cameo. All right.
Well, I started to look at Baron Davis nicknames. I'm going to tell you right now, don't do that. A lot of them are not appropriate anymore.
Okay, so they don't stand up to 2025 so much, huh?
No.
All right, Walling, how are you doing? Let us know what your and Hugh's team name is going to be.
Happy Hatch chili season to those of you that celebrate, like me. I just loaded up on some. I just got back from Colorado Springs vacation and was met with a 65-hour work week. So it was quite a busy one this week, and will be quite a busy one next week. So this is a nice little, reprieve from endless PowerPoints. But vacation was great. We went whitewater rafting, and Nolan they gave Nolan this rope. He sat at the front of the whitewater raft and they said, well, you got to steer. So he thought anytime we got to a rapid that he was steering. And so when we got done, we went to tip the guy that was our guide, and we gave him the money to give to our guide. And he was like, why? I steered the whole time. He didn't do anything.
Tip me.
Yeah. So if you need a 6-year-old whitewater raft guide, apparently have one in my house.
All right.
But I'm actually going to kick it over to my teammate who had the name for today.
Well, Walling's from Kansas City. I'm from Minnesota. If we had someone from Chicago and St. Louis, this name would really be apropos because they're all blacked out in Iowa.
Is it that big of a deal? Come on, there's like 5 people who live in Iowa. All right, and Marcus, how are you doing? And let us know what your and Dave's his team name's going to be.
Oh gosh, this is just the best because I'm here. I just got back. Well, I'm going to date this podcast at time of recording. Just got back from the Mariners finishing a sweep of the Tampa Bay Rays. They are now have won 9 of their last 10. We're cruising. We're having fun. Who knows when this episode comes out if I feel the same way, but I feel fantastic. And with Dave as my teammate, we decided to go back to what I love to do, which is come up with obscure tag teams to be our team names. And today we decided to go with, thanks to Dave, I forgot about this, but now how could I forget? The team of Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne being the bruiserweight and Matt Riddle being the bro of bros or whatever the hell he called himself. So today, we are going to be the Broserweights.
All right, so we have Blacked Out in Iowa versus the Broserweights. Let's kick it over to our emeritus benchwarmer, Dan, for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
All right, well, today's first quarter will be Flop, Turn, and River.
Flop, Turn, and River. For this quarter, there will be 3 questions consisting of 5 clues. The first 3 clues will be given before the teams decide if they want to check in with their guess. The last 2 clues will be given one at a time, with teams deciding if they want to check in with their guess after each subsequent clue. If a correct answer is checked in after the first 3 clues, the team will receive 50 points. After the 4th clue, 30, and after the 5th clue, 20.
All right, question 1 is a Who Am I? Clue 1. I played 16 seasons for one NFL franchise. Clue 2. I am the career leader in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns for said franchise. Clue 3. I was named first team All-MAC and honorable mention All-American as a senior in college.
Oh, I love this so much. We get some action. First question.
It's almost that time, man.
Oh, man. Listen, everybody, this is a PSA. Do yourself a favor. Save yourself some time on a Tuesday during September and October and catch yourself some freaking action because it is electric. I love it so much.
All right, Josh, I think we're going to take another clue.
All right. Blacked Out in Iowa's going to take another clue. So, Broserweights, you guys can determine if you guys are ready to check in or if you also will need another clue.
Ugh. All right, let's take another clue.
All right. Both teams will be taking the turn, which is clue number 4, which is I played at Kent State University.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, the Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out. Let me know if you want the river or if you have an answer. Let me know.
Did Antonio Gates play at Kent State?
Oh, yeah, he played basketball.
Yeah, that's the distraction there. He did play at Kent State, but he did not play football. That's very notably missing from clue 4. And he definitely is like the career leader in everything for
that's
Chargers. So, okay. All right. Yeah. We'll check in with Antonio Gates.
All right. And Broserweights, what'd you guys have for an answer?
Yeah, I had the same thing. I kind of thought of him once I thought of like the recency of the induction ceremony. But yeah, we said Antonio Gates as well.
I said no. He had it after the 3rd clue, and I brought up that he didn't play college football. And then after the second clue came out, played at Kent State, I went, oh my God, he was all MAC as a basketball player and an honorable mention All-American as a basketball player. So I said, Dave, that's on me. So yes, Antonio Gates is what we checked in with.
All right, well, let's check out clue number 5 and see if you guys are correct. The River, clue number 5. I am the only Pro Football Hall of Famer to never play college football. The correct answer is indeed Antonio Gates. Gates is the NFL career leader in receiving touchdowns by a tight end with 116, 5 more than Tony Gonzalez.
I should have just gone with it. It was the right, everything else was right. And I went, well, he didn't play college football. And I should have been like, oh yeah, he didn't play college football.
No, correct. But he certainly did play in college.
He sure did.
All right. Well, let's move on to question 2 in Flop, Turn, and River. This one is what am I? Clue 1. I was first awarded in 1958. Clue 2. Van Wall was the first team to win me. Clue 3. 10 teams currently compete for me.
Josh, we're going to check in again.
All right. Blacked Out in Iowa has checked in, so the bros are weights. You guys can talk it out. Let me know if you need another clue or if you're ready to answer.
I was going off of the Van Wall and where the hell I've heard that from, which isn't a lot to go off of outside of Vans being off the wall. But yeah, that's the thing that came to me first was F1. And I was trying to remember what the hell the thing was. I initially said Constructors' Cup, but I think it's the Constructors' Championship.
I mean, I've heard that on this podcast several times. And if you feel good about it, I'm totally good with that. I'm just not going to be able to help you much because this is out of my scope.
Outside of going to Clue 5 and him, Josh just flat out saying something about like, wear a hard hat while you do this. You know, like, okay, well, that's pretty much all I got. I will be able to expand too much more outside of Constructors' Championship. So let's check in with that.
All right. And Blacked Out in Iowa, what do you guys have for an answer?
Same thing. Thought both of us came up with F1 right away with the 10 teams. And then when he said it was a team trophy Constructors Championship right away.
Well, let's check out the turn in the river, see if you guys are correct. Clue number 4, McLaren won me in 2024. And clue 5, Ferrari has won me a record 16 times. Both teams are getting points because the correct answer is the Formula One World Constructors Championship. Good job, guys. As of the current summer break, McLaren is running away with the 2025 World Constructors Championship standings, leading by 299 points. For reference, the maximum points that teams can win with a 1-2 finish in a Grand Prix is 43. So they're pretty much running away with this thing. And really, both drivers for McLaren are battling to win the Drivers' Championship, and the third in the standings isn't really all that close. So
now, when will McLaren make an affordable mid-size sedan for us normal people?
I think the answer is never. Right after Ferrari does. And next season, so 2026, there will be an 11th team joining the fray, and that's Cadillac.
They have a mildly affordable mid-size sedan.
All right, let's move on to the final question in Flop, Turn, and River. This one is a when am I? The flop, clue number 1. Alabama won the college football national championship game. Clue 2, Novak Djokovic completed his first career Grand Slam by winning his first French Open. And clue 3, the U.S. sweeps the Olympic podium in the women's 100-meter hurdles. Paul, you keep touching your eye. Stop touching your eye.
I know. It's like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy here. Like
happy Hatch chili season, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm really Really leaning into this hatch chili thing. All right, I'm going to switch to the sleeve. It's probably a better idea.
All right, I just wrote down happy hatch chili season, ... wash your hands.
Yeah, I think we'll take another.
All right, Blacked Out in Iowa's going to take another clue. So Broserweights, you got about a minute or so to figure out if you're ready to check in or if you need another clue as well.
Balls to the wall. That's what Broserweights do, baby. We're checking in.
All right. All right, so the Broserweights have checked in. Blacked Out in Iowa's going to get the turn, which is clue number 4. The NBA had its first ever team come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the NBA Finals.
It is 2016. It was the Golden State Warriors losing to the Cleveland Cavs.
Okay. And the Broserweights, what'd you guys have for an answer?
Not that.
No, definitely not that.
I went off of the career Grand Slam, winning his first French Open. So unfortunately, we said 2008, but which now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was his first singles Grand Slam title. That might have been the Australian. Ooh, damn it.
I mean, I think we already know the answer, but let's see what the river is. Clue 5. The Chicago Cubs won the World Series. Blacked Out Iowa is getting points because the correct answer is 2016. Alabama also won the college football national championship game in 2012 and 2021, 2 other Summer Olympic years. All right, well, after the first quarter, we have scores of the Broserweights are at 80 and Blacked Out in Iowa is at 110.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
Today's second quarter will be 5-on-3.
Five on 3. For this quarter, there will be 3 categorized lists containing 5 items, where each item is worth 10 points. The teams will attempt to guess as many items as they can. However, if a team has an incorrect guess, they will receive 0 points for that list.
List number 1, the most open era, starting in 1968, Grand Slam men's singles championships before 2003, also known as before the Big 3 era.
Wally, does your shirt have Mike Tyson on it?
No, but I do have one that has Mike Tyson on it that says KITH on it.
I just thought, I kept looking at it and I'm like, Mike Tyson's face has got to be on this shirt.
Mike Tyson is KITH.
I imagined it was Mike Tyson's face with Peter Chris's makeup. That made the most sense to me. Oh, man.
I feel confident. Let's check in.
Yeah, baby.
All right. The Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out and let me know when you're ready to give your answer.
I know number 1 is Sampras, and Borg had a lot of French and Wimbledon.
Okay. What about Jimmy Connors?
He won a lot of the U.S.
Yeah.
A couple Wimbledons.
I'm fine with the 3 that you threw up there first, I think.
Yeah, Sampras, Borg, and Lendl.
Yep, check it in.
And the Broserweights, what did you guys have for answers?
I'm pretty sure Lendl is not in that list, unfortunately. I think he is part of the grouping that has like Agassi in there and Jimmy Connors as well. They have like 8. There's just like a whole mess of them. We actually went with all 5 of Pete Sampras, Bjorn Borg. I think Rod Laver is in that group. Roy Emerson and William Tilden.
Tilden is very pre-open.
Unfortunately, only one team is going to be getting points. If you looked at the at the time frame, it was the most open era Grand Slam men's singles from 68.
Why?
So Blacked Out in Iowa will be getting their 30 points. Unfortunately, the Broserweights had three names that would be up there, I think, if we were also including the amateur era. But number 1 is Pete Sampras with 14. Number 2 is Bjorn Borg with 11. 3, 4, and 5 are all tied with 8. They are Jimmy Connors, Yvonne Lendl, and Andre Agassi. John McEnroe and Mats Wilander won 7, and Stefan Edberg and Boris Becker won 6.
Dave, can we give you the Eric Eid Award for tonight?
Yes, for not reading a question.
Again, this is what happens. I'm going between two screens and two chats at the same time. It's a problem. This happened the last game I played too. I'm going to have to really take my time.
All right. Now, this one also has a qualifier in it. Make sure you pay attention. List 2, U.S. Olympians, excluding swimmers, who have won at least 7 medals since 1984.
I'll do it first because Marcus isn't here. I'll check in.
All right. The Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out and check in when you're ready.
Unless you got any other names that are going to pop into your head. I kind of like the 3 that we're with.
Those 3 are the only 3 I could really think of.
Yeah, every name that I was just telling Josh, every name that keeps popping into my head is another swimmer. And it's wonderfully crafted for that reason. So until Katie Ledecky starts running the 10,000 meters, I think we're good with Biles, Lewis, and Felix.
Okay. And the Broserweights, what did you guys have?
Well, I had those 3 as well. And then I started to think of the big one for winter sports. And I think Apollo Anton Ono has 12. So that's who I checked in. Sorry, we checked in with all 4 of those. Marcus, I couldn't have done it without you, my guy.
All right. Well, both teams will be getting points for this question. Number 1 is actually tied for 1 are Allison Felix and Simone Biles. They each have 11. Carl Lewis has 10. Apollo Ono has 8. And the 5th on the list is Shannon Miller, who had 7.
Oh.
So 18, count them, 18 U.S. swimmers have won at least 7 medals since 1984 because they get to compete in like 50 events every Olympics. Non-swimming U.S. Olympians with 6 medals since 1984 are Diana Taurasi, Bonnie Blair, Allie Raisman, Kim Rode, or Rhodey, I'm not sure. She was shooting. Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Suni Lee, and Bodie Miller.
I just went to a celebrity softball game. My brother works for the radio station that Mason Crosby works off of. But Bonnie Blair was there, and she was smacking singles like crazy. Also, insanely fun person. So, shout out Wisconsin legend Bonnie Blair.
Absolutely. Okay, list number 3. I'm not sure Marcus is going to have much for this one either, probably. Sorry, Marcus, this just wasn't your quarter. The list is Formula One drivers who have won at least 4 drivers' championships since 1985.
I'm going to tell you right now, the only reason why I know this, or like why it's coming to me, is because I've listened to so many backlogged Benchwarmers episodes, in which I already know there's a trend with you guys, so I have to make sure. So yeah, let's check in.
All right, the Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out and let me know when you're ready to check in.
I think we're getting ready to check in, weren't we, Hugh?
Yep. They just beat us to the punch.
Yeah. We went with we're gonna go with Hamilton and Schumacher and Verstappen.
And Broserweights, what did you guys have for your answers?
Yeah, Marcus is right. On top of winning the most championships, Michael Schumacher also directed a Batman movie, a single one.
No, it's definitely two.
What else did he do? I only remember Batman
Forever
and Robin.
and Batman and Robin. He directed Batman Forever as
dang.
well, allegedly. So we're just gonna say Schumacher, though. We're not gonna say
Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton. I also had Max Verstappen, but then also like right at the beginning of the 2010s, there was a four-peat run by Sebastian Vettel as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Forgot Vettel. Oh.
All right, both teams are getting points because tied for first are Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton with 7. And then the other 3 are tied with 4. They are Sebastian Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Alain Prost. I was not thinking that was going to be a name you guys were going to pull. The reason I went with 1985, because there is somebody who's won 5, and his name is Juan Manuel Fangio, and he won his 5 in the 1950s.
Vic's dad.
His grandpa.
The following drivers have won 3. They are Jack Brabham, Jackie Stewart, Niki Lauda, Nelson Piquet, I don't know, and Ayrton Senna. Okay, after the second quarter, the Broserweights are up to 160, and Blacked Out in Iowa is at 200. And that brings us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
It's everybody's favorite halftime. It's another edition of ChatGPT pre and post game. I asked ChatGPT to make up plots for fictional movies based on the combination of 2 movies and or television shows, with at least one being about sports. Plot number 1. Chris, a former Irish tennis prodigy, reinvents himself as host of a brutal fight competition where top entertainers and athletes clash in over-the-top battles. His affair with rising pop star Nola, set to face the reigning champion, pulls him into a web of rigged outcomes, backstage politics, and shady deals. As tensions mount, Chris must choose between his moral compass and his hunger for fame. When the climactic brawl descends into chaos, he's forced to fight, both literally and figuratively, to escape the carnage he created, in a world where survival in the spotlight is never guaranteed. This movie is in claymation.
All right, well, we're gonna check in, Josh, confidently.
All right. Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out.
All right, so match point.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fighting.
Claymation.
Oh, I was doing it backwards. Celebrity death match point. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
You're right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Check it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm Broserweights. What do you guys have for an answer?
Yeah, Dave, definitely not to the whole group chat, said match point. And then as soon as claymation was thrown in there, I went, oh, well, then it has to be celebrity death match point. So that's what we checked in with.
All right. Both teams are getting points. The correct answer is celebrity death match point.
All right, that means you owe us one, Walling and Hugh.
I got you. I'll put match point in the main chat this time.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
Little did you know, every one of these has match point as one of the... Kidding, joking. All right, you ready for plot number 2? A loudmouth senior hockey veteran spends his offseason in a wild coastal party town, moving in with a crew whose daily mantra is gym, tan, laundry. Between nightclub brawls, Broadway drama, and endless chirping, he trains for a career-saving season while navigating hookups, rivalries, and pranks gone wrong. When a beachside street hockey tournament offers a cash prize big enough to cover the team's debts, he rallies his eccentric housemates for one chaotic shot at glory, learning that sometimes the toughest battles happen off the ice.
Yeah, Hugh, I'm pretty sure
That's what I thought as well.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we want to 3, 2, 1 it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, go for it, Josh. You count us down.
3, 2, 1.
Jersey Shoresy.
Both teams will be getting points because the correct answer is, in fact, Jersey Shoresy.
Give your balls a tug.
I bet all of the Jersey Shore guys certainly would give their balls a tug.
Yeah. I would like to see the gyms smash out Paulie's teeth. I would pay money to see that.
Jim? By the way, anybody who has not watched Shoresy, watch it. If you have Hulu, it is just good. Watch it if you haven't seen it. And obviously that's the hat, which, this wonderful non-visual medium. It's the hat I'm wearing is for the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
The Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
All right, but let's move on to plot number 3, the final plot in our halftime show.
The final plot down.
The story revolves around Henry, a young baseball fan who discovers a magical artifact that transports him back in time to the Stone Age. In this ancient era, Henry's incredible pitching arm becomes a game changer as he astonishes the primitive inhabitants with his baseball skills. As Henry leads a ragtag team of Stone Age misfits in a series of hilarious baseball games, he also learns valuable lessons about teamwork, friendship, and adapting to unfamiliar surroundings.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Wow.
A real classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's check in.
All right, the Broserweights have checked in, so blacked out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out and let me know your answer.
What was it, year 0?
Year 0. It's rookie of the year as Henry, the baseball player.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
Why not?
Okay, sure. Rookie of the year 0. Let's do that.
All right, and Broserweights, what did you guys have for an answer?
Yeah. So immediately Henry pitching arm. I was like, it's rookie of the year and something else. And then Dave filled in the blank. Go ahead.
Yeah, it figures we messed up a year, and now we got a year 1, rookie of the year 1.
One team is getting points. The correct answer is rookie of the year 1.
Wow.
The unforgettable Jack Black and Michael Cera vehicle.
I remember a movie with a name with a low number, but I didn't remember what the number was.
You went one too far.
If you're gonna watch a movie with a low number, please watch Godzilla -1. Don't watch year 1.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I cried in the movie theater.
All right. Hey, after halftime, the scores are getting a little bit closer. Blacked out in Iowa is up to 250, and the Broserweights are not too far behind at 235. Today's third quarter will be the missing link.
The Missing Link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. If a team checks in first via chat to the host with the correct theme before the 5th question, they will earn 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with the correct theme guess. If neither team has checked in with the correct theme before the 5th question, each team can earn 50 points with the correct answer to the theme after the 5th question.
All right, question 1 of the missing link. Who is the only 2-time Cy Young Award winner for the Minnesota Twins?
We'll check in.
Blacked Out Night was checked in, so Broserweights, you guys can talk it out.
You got this, Marcus, or no?
No.
I'm pretty sure this is Johan Santana, isn't it?
His pitching does remind me of a West Side Story, but yeah, I mean, he definitely, I mean, that makes
I
sense.
think that's.
I guess I guess in
04.
my head I thought it might be somebody later, but now that I'm thinking
No,
about it,
I think it's 04 and 06.
yeah,
He won.
yeah.
Yeah, let's check in Johan Santana.
All right, and blacked out in Iowa, your answer?
Well, the best Rule 5 pickup in Major League history, Johan Santana.
Both teams are getting points. The correct answer is Johan Santana. Santana, as Dave said, won his Cy Young Awards in 2004 and 2006. And the only other Twins to win a Cy Young Award are Jim Perry in 1970 and Frank Viola in 1988. Question 2. What recent Hall of Fame inductee was a first-team All-Pro in 3 of his 7 seasons in the league? He and his brother are the only pair of brothers inducted into the Football Hall of Fame.
Gold check-in.
All right. The Broserweights checked in, blacked out in Iowa. You guys can talk it out if you need to.
Is it just Sharp? Can we just do Sharp? I always forget. It's Sterling this time, right?
Sterling, Shannon is the one that was more recent.
Yes. Sterling's tongue weighs significantly less than Shannon's based on the way that they talk. So I think we're good with Sterling Sharp.
Okay. And the Broserweights?
Yeah, it's not Skip, it's Sterling. But yeah, Sterling just went in. And it was very funny. I know it was supposed to be touching for them, but like he was like, "Oh, Shannon gave me one of his Super Bowl rings, and now I'm giving him my gold jacket, even though we're already wearing the gold jacket." And I was like, "Well, that's weird." But anyways, we also checked in with Sterling Sharp.
And both teams are getting points. Sharp was the correct answer is Sterling Sharp. Sharp was inducted into the Green Bay Packer Hall of Fame in 2002. The theme-linked answers thus far are Johan Santana and Sterling Sharp. Moving on to question 3. Who is the most decorated wrestler in WCW history? He had 21 combined championships for the company.
Check in.
Yeah.
All right, the Broserweights have checked in. Blacked out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out.
WCW outside of like a very small section of the Monday Night Wars is not my wheelhouse, and so I would flip a coin between Sting and Ric Flair, and because that's not. I honestly have nothing to go off of on this one.
Well, I know Ric Flair. I mean, it's a Southern. WCW is based in the South, and I know Ric Flair after he moved from Minnesota spent all his time in the South. That's why I was thinking Ric Flair.
That's more of a reason than I have, which was Sting was around for a long time, so I'm good with Ric Flair. We can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and the Broserweights, what did you guys have for an answer?
Ric Flair's got the most world championships, world heavyweight championships, but the most combined goes to a king, a Booker T.
One team is receiving points. The correct answer is Booker T.
G.I. Bro.
G.I. Bro was his original gimmick. Just a black G.I. Joe.
So,
not kidding. That's what it was.
So Booker T is his actual first name and middle initial. He was born Booker T. Huffman Jr. He was a 4-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a 6-time WCW World Television Champion, a 1-time WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, and a 10-time WCW World Tag Team Champion. So to really, if you got those tag team championships, that really kind of rolls up your number quite a bit. So,
and what's funny about the first name thing is his brother in his tag team was actually his brother, which is rare in wrestling. usually if you're a brother of somebody, it's just because you guys kind of looked alike and they put you together.
Or you're a Von Erich.
Yeah, or you're a Von Erich.
Or Hart.
Yeah.
All right. The theme-linked answers thus far are Johan Santana, Sterling Sharp, and Booker T. Question 4. What 18-time All-Star played his entire 23-year career with the Boston Red Sox? The most seasons anyone has played for the Red Sox.
Yeah, we'll check in.
Okay, Blacked Out in Iowa has checked in, so the Broserweights, you guys can talk it out.
Yeah, I'm obviously the Red Sox aren't exactly my main go-to, but I do know baseball more confidently than most of the other sports. And I think the longest player, like tenured player with them, is Carl Yastrzemski.
Oh, I'm thinking of his idiot grandson,
Yeah,
Nephew.
we would have just said
Nephew, please.
nephew, whatever.
Kansas City Royals, great.
nephew, the
Yeah.
proud, the brave.
Former Giant great.
Nephew, good men. There you go.
Okay. I mean, I feel good about that if you feel good about that.
I mean, the all-star bit is the one that I don't have the most on, but let's just be honest. Like, you hit a certain threshold and you're just like, yeah, he was really good for a long time. But yeah, let's, I mean, if you don't have anything better, I say Carl Yastrzemski, let's check in.
Okay.
All right. Blacked out in Iowa. What'd you guys have for an answer?
Carl Yastrzemski. Or yes, as Walling typed with the
Yeah.
autocorrect.
I believe I said yay. It autocorrected to yay.
Yay, that's right.
Yay, right?
Yay.
All right. Well, both teams are getting points because the correct answer is Carl Yastrzemski. Ted Williams, who also played his entire career with the Red Sox, was a 19-time All-Star during 17 seasons, but only had a 19-year career. So,
Because of the war.
yep. But early on, they sometimes played 2 All-Star games in a season. I don't know why, but that's why he had 19 appearances in 17 seasons. Seems silly to me, but I just looked. He did have 3 years off for being in the military. So even if he had played those 3 seasons, he still only would have been at 22 seasons.
22.
All right, the theme-linked answers thus far are Johan Santana, Sterling Sharp, Booker T, and Carl Yastrzemski. Question 5. What Hall of Fame racehorse was possibly going to be named Games of Chance or Deo Volente, God willing, before he was named after the executive arm of the League of Nations, the predecessor of the United Nations?
All right. You guys want to 3, 2, 1 this? I think we both got it instantly.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Secretariat, according to the chat.
All right. Yes, this has happened now in multiple games where the answer was just given. I would think that maybe the Broserweights could have got to Secretariat as the answer, but yes, both teams are getting points. The correct answer is indeed Secretariat. Steve Haskin, a sports writer for The Blood Horse, said of the movie Secretariat, although the horses who played Secretariat did not capture the majesty and physical presence of Big Red, the equine stars did well enough, considering there isn't a horse alive who could have done justice to him. The theme-linked answers are Johan Santana, Sterling Sharp, Booker T, Carl Yastrzemski, and Secretariat.
Might be a group one.
This shouldn't require a group one. Just saying. So just to let you know that no, these are not famous guitar players, unless Secretariat strummed a good guitar. I don't know. Yeah. And no, Dave, they were not Rocky foes, unless Rocky punched out Secretariat, which maybe could make for an interesting movie.
You know, this horse has been trying to look at me, and I think he's trying to fight me.
Although I think it'd be more likely that Secretariat would turn around and kick Rocky into the stratosphere. So
can we just take a moment?
Great.
Can we take a moment to talk about how every punch landed in a Rocky movie is like the worst
and most absolute haymaker? Yes. So like,
have you ever seen boxers
unprotected shots?
Have you ever seen? Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever seen boxers never defend? Never.
Well, guess what? He got mad. When they're like, "What is he doing?" He's getting mad. I'm like, let's do the realistic version.
Nobody ever has their gloves up to like defend. They just are like 3 shots at my face. Come on, guys. The last one absolutely is a giveaway, like it's supposed to be.
Okay.
We checked in.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I don't know. It's a horse, dude. What do you
Yeah.
want from me? You won the
that-
Kentucky Derby winners? I don't know. Did Sterling Sharp win the Kentucky Derby one time?
I'll go ahead and put in the chat what I
Hot
guessed.
Carl.
How's that?
Oh, this hurts so much.
Hot Carl.
Are these all names of people who teamed up with Rob Thomas at some point?
I forgot about Booker T and Rob Thomas's the theme song that Rob Thomas did for Booker T on
It's just smooth for all of it.
on the Aggression soundtrack.
Was Rob Thomas riding Secretariat in the video for Smooth?
He was telling him to give him his heart and make it real, or else forget about it.
Do you have anything, Dave? I have no idea. I know it's supposed to be a horse related, but I really don't get. I don't understand. Kentucky Derby winner, Triple Crown winner. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just say. Oh God, I don't know what. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Go with Triple Crown winners.
Okay.
That sounds.
Sure. Let's get over with this. I don't like this.
I'm so bad at this.
All right.
Black Dot in Iowa, you guys got the right one a little bit before they did. You want to know? You want to tell them what the answer is?
We got
Oh
it.
yeah, Johan Santana led the league in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. Sterling Sharp in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Booker T held 3 crowns at the same time, and Carly Stremski before Cabrera was the last Triple Crown winner in baseball, and of course Secretariat.
Yes. So one of those isn't quite right, but
Yeah,
yeah, Santana.
So,
But Santana won the pitching Triple Crown in 2006. Sharp won the receiving Triple Crown in 1992. Booker T is both a WCW and a WWE Triple Crown champion, which means heavyweight, tag team, and whatever the secondary one, like the Intercontinental
or
the United States champion, right? For WCW. Yastrzemski won the batting Triple Crown in 1967, and Secretariat won the Triple Crown of Thoroughbred Racing in 1973. It's like, oh my God, you guys were you're like, Kentucky Derby? And I'm like, keep going, and then you said Triple Crown, and I'm like, oh my God, are they just going to not answer?
beep, beep, beep. Okay,
so yes.
Backup truck that, yeah.
I'm sure that, Black Dot and Iowa would have preferred them not to get that additional 50 points, but both teams got the 50 point at the end. I thought this was going to be another teammate of Michael Jordan for me, where I'm just sitting there going, come on, guys.
Brendan Haywood?
All right. Well, after the third quarter, we have a lead change. Black Dot in Iowa, who missed one of the questions in the missing link, is at 380, and the Broserweights are at 385. That brings us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
All right, the categories for today are as follows. Question 1, match point, in reference to tennis.
It came back.
Question 2, rookie of the year, in reference to football. Question 3, triple, in reference to baseball. And question 4, crown, in reference to basketball. It is now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question 1. In the category of match point, what woman saved 4 match points in the finals of the 2002 Australian Open on her way to defeating Martina Hingis? This is the most saved match points by a woman in a Grand Slam tournament final. The 2002 Australian Open title was her 3rd Grand Slam title in 2 years, the only 3 of her career.
We can check in.
The Broserweights have checked in. Blacked Out and Iowa, you guys can talk it out.
Is that Capriati timeline, or is that too?
I thought wasn't she earlier than that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is that Davenport back then?
Oh,
Or was she earlier?
yeah. My tennis is not all that great, so I'm just going to be throwing names without thunder out there. Hingis, and it is not Sharapova, and it is not
Kornikova, because she never won.
or Swiatek, or any of those ones that are.
Could be Stosur, Sam Stosur.
It's not. It's too late for Chris Everett, the quarterback.
Could be Samantha. Could be Samantha Stosur. I thought she won a few way back then.
Quarterback. Bet you won't say it again. Bet you I will.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a name that sounds good to you, I'm fine with it. I honestly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's say Sam Stosur for 669.
Oh.
And Broserweights, what did you guys have for an answer and a wager?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are. You were right the first time. This is a Capriati year, making a 1-set deficit as well. So we checked in with Jennifer Capriati for 85 points.
One team is getting their points. Correct answer is Jennifer Capriati. So Capriati, while she started in her teens, she didn't win Grand Slams until her early 20s. So that 01-02 is when she won her 3 Grand Slams. For the men, Henri Cochet saved 6 match points on his way to win the 1927 Wimbledon Championship.
Oh, man, I remember that.
Maybe I should have used that as my question rather than the Jennifer Capriati.
Yeah, we all know David was there in the crowd.
David was the
He said
the referee.
Ricochet. That's all I heard.
Henri Cochet. And I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. He's French, and I figured it's not Henry Cochet.
First name's
much better name.
First name on.
Henri.
First name on, last name Ricochet.
All right. Well, since one team got it right, the other one didn't, the points aren't so close. Let's move on to question 2. In the category of Rookie of the Year, what players were awarded the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year and the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year at the first NFL Honors Award ceremony on February 4th, 2012?
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Let's check
We're
in.
good.
All right, the Broserweights have checked in, so Blacked Out in Iowa, you guys can talk it out. Let me know your answer and your wager.
I think so. Cam, I'm pretty sure he was the offensive that year. And then I'm back for. I'm pretty sure Von Miller. I've looked at this list once or twice. I think Von Miller. I like Von Miller. It's either Von Miller or Luke Kuechly, and it wouldn't make. I don't think that Kuechly and Cam were the same year, so that's why I think it's Cam and Von Miller. So if you're good with that,
yeah,
for our made-up points, we'll do those for 69 exciting points.
All right, and the Broserweights, what'd you guys have for answer and wager?
Yeah, Dave and I both were typing at the same time. He put Vaughn and Cam, and I said, well, Cam Newton was what I was typing, and I said the only name that gave me pause wasn't the name that you said. It was Alden Smith, and I was like, because
Missouri Tiger, great.
Yeah, he also, I think Patrick Peterson was also in the top 5 there, but after thinking about it for a second, I think Alden Smith kind of popped the next year, and then, all that stuff happened with him. So we also said Von Miller and Cam Newton for 100 points.
Both teams will be getting their points. The correct answers are Cam Newton and Von Miller. Just to let you know, I do believe that Alden Smith did win one of the secondary Sporting News or somebody else's Rookie of the Year, but not the AP. But yeah,
There was a quarterback from Washington in that draft too that I don't want to talk about.
then we don't need to talk about it.
No, we're not gonna.
All right. Hey, and did you know that Alec Baldwin hosted the first 3 NFL honors ceremonies?
What?
Yeah.
I did not.
And if I remember correctly, that wasn't that wasn't the offensive rookie of the year. That was the Pepsi offensive rookie of the year.
That's yet another one. Cam won all of the rookies of the year, and Pepsi was one of them. They still had an AP.
Oh,
And also the Shadow Nose.
Who won the Kids' Choice Award Rookie of the Year that year?
Has anyone been slimed harder than Katy Perry? She might have CTE because of that.
That's
If
why
you know
she
the
divorced.
clip, if you
That's why
know
she
the
got
clip,
divorced.
you know what I'm talking about.
This
Brutal.
is like the second time. I think this is like back-to-back episodes I've been on that we mentioned this. I love it.
Well, to be fair, Marcus and I have been referencing the Wharf death soccer game every time we play together.
Wait, it took till the fourth quarter for it to get mentioned today, no?
I know. It's because we're
I
not on the
was
same team.
determined to score.
When I
All
looked
right.
back.
Let's move on to question 3. In the category of triple, what player has the most career triples in Major League Baseball during the expansion era? That's starting in 1961. Dave, I gave you another year. Pay attention. He is not in Cooperstown, but is in the franchise Hall of Fame for the team he played for during 15 of his 19 seasons in the league. He was also the AL stolen base leader in 1979 and the AL batting champion in 1982.
Josh, we're gonna check in.
Oh, son of a...
All right, Blacked Out and I was checked in, so the bros are waits. You guys can talk it out.
I'm so angry right now, Dave, because I'm pretty sure I wrote a question about this person, and it's just not coming to me what the freaking answer is.
Wait, so 1980 is when Ricky Henderson starts to go off.
Oh,
And the one before that, does
Go
Wilson ring any bell for you?
Jacob Wilson, all-star for the Athletics. Oh my gosh.
I want to say he played for
Most
I wanna say he's an
career
AL.
triples during the expansion era. He's not in Cooperstown. I feel like it was somebody that played for the freaking Reds.
the Royals.
Royals.
It's alliterative. Wilson.
Wade Wilson.
Most
That is
career
alliterative.
triples by a pitcher.
Oh gosh.
Let's just check in Wilson. I feel very confident on that. I can't remember his first
I
name.
don't, but I trust you because I don't trust myself right now. I feel like I wrote a question about this person, but go ahead.
Let's check in Wilson for 100 points.
All right, and Blacked Out in Iowa, what did you guys have for an answer in a wager?
I had this one because I have walked through this Hall of Fame a handful of times. It is in the left field of the stadium that I have a small ticket package to this year, and it is Willie Wilson for 69 points.
And both teams will be getting their points because the correct answer is Willie Wilson. Wilson had 147 career triples, 6 more than Lou Brock. If instead I had used the integration era starting in 1947 and disregarding the Cooperstown part, the answer would have been Roberto Clemente, who had 166 career triples.
Not at all who I was thinking of, Dave. For some reason, I was thinking about Veda Pinson.
Oh, I remember that. That is the Reds guy that you were thinking
Yes.
of. Yes.
And I'm glad you knew the answer because I was locked in on Veda Pinson and I couldn't think of his freaking name. And I'm now rereading the question and it says AL stolen base leader. So
That's the only reason why
I'm glad you're paying attention, Dave. I'm glad you learned from your mistakes.
I double checked the year 3 times.
Good job, Dave, coming up with the alliterative Wilson, which you were correct. And I figured Walling was going to get that one because, yeah, I mean, he's Kansas City royalty, so
royalty.
My favorite Schumacher Batman song is "KITH from a Rose."
KITH from a royalty.
All right, should we move on to the final question of the game?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, question 4 of the fourth quarter. In the category of crown, what Big Ten school won the inaugural college basketball crown, the CBC, tournament in 2025?
Oh, no.
Just to let you know, I didn't know this was a thing until I searched for crown in sports, and this popped up. So,
gambling strikes again.
Oh,
it's this. I'm fairly positive.
Wow.
You know what? I'll trust you so good.
I've never heard the phrase "trust you so good." Don't think I want to hear it again, but we're gonna check in Josh Bombeck.
All right. The Broserweights have checked in, so blacked out in Iowa. You guys can talk it out. Let me know your answer and your wager.
I didn't gamble on this because I wasn't on the Kansas side of the state when this was going on, of the state line when this was going on.
They fired their coach, so I figured Indiana.
Sure, it has to be a school that's willing to participate in all basketball, no matter how low this is classified. So I would be fine with Indiana with little to no Thunder and no chance of winning unless they bet like 3,000.
400 points.
Yes.
Yeah. 69 for 69 points.
And the Broserweights, what do you guys have for an answer and a wager?
So, something they're probably going to outlaw at some point. I definitely am a player prop guy, and I like to bet on people to score points. And this team featured Bryce Williams, who I definitely bet on at one point, Jawan Gary, and also the coach's son, whose last name was Hoiberg. I'm pretty sure this is Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska.
And we're checked in for 100 points.
And one team will be getting the points. The gambling addict is correct. The winner of the inaugural CBC tournament is Nebraska.
A bunch of degenerates, Marcus. Yes.
And
wait a minute. Is that a winning ticket from today? Maybe. Maybe it is.
And Nebraska beat UCF 77-66 in the CBC final. Indiana was not in this tournament. The other Big Ten school, which I'm going to put in quotes again, Big Ten school, because
Oregon
was USC.
Washington State.
USC.
No, you know what? I would have loved to see that as a tiebreaker question is name the 16 teams in this tournament.
Oh, so Marcus, how many of the 16 teams can you name?
I can't because you named the other team that I bet on in that tournament because UCF he transferred. He was like one of the top transfers. His name is Keyshawn Hall. And I don't remember where he transferred, but he was like the big time scorer for UCF, and I definitely bet on him multiple times.
So you're saying you didn't wager on Wazoo?
No, God no.
Okay.
No.
Not Arizona State, not Boise State?
Yes, I definitely bet on Boise State, Tyson Degenhart, and Andrew Meadows.
Because wasn't Boise State in the play-in and they
They
lost?
should have been in the tournament. No, I think they got left out because they
were in
lost
the play-in and lost in the play-in.
No, they made it to the Mountain West Championship game against Colorado State. And I love Colorado State, and Derek Queen, screw you, because he cost me like $800 legitimate dollars, and I'm not making that up. That buzzer beater against Colorado
legitimate
State.
dollars.
By the way, I'm not going to go through the rest. I'm not going to go through the rest of these teams.
So, anyways, but Boise State got left out, even though they played a very good Colorado State team and lost. They were left out, and they were one of the teams that everybody was like, well, why the hell is North Carolina in there? Because their whatever athletic director was the head of the committee. So
right, but according to him, it had nothing to do with that, right?
Well, he left the room when they talked about.
Totally.
That's right. Yeah,
he left the room with an envelope full of money on the table and was like, "I'm gonna leave the room. I'll see you guys later."
Yeah.
Doors
this
open.
Envelope is here.
And he's just peeking in there, like
just gonna leave this walkie-talkie here as well.
Putting his head in the door, going, "You guys pick up that envelope yet?" Or
it's doing the suction cups on the windows, climbing across.
All right, so the game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Blacked Out in Iowa finishes with 380 points. And our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Kellen Clemens Award with 770 points, is the Broserweights. And did you know that Kellen Clemens completed one pass to Antonio Gates for 10 yards in 2014?
I did not know that.
Who?
And surprising enough, Kellen Clemens has not been used as a clipboard.
Really? I would have expected by 319.
I would have thought.
That
Want to know why?
is far more surprising.
Hugh, thank you for joining us tonight. Is there anything that you would like to say before we call it a night?
Hey, if any of you guys have a chance to go to your local county fair, do it. It's a great time. A lot less hectic than the big state fairs are, but they're fun.
That's some good advice.
It absolutely is. They're starting to do radio ads for the fair now here in Washington when I'm listening to the Mariners games on the radio, and I'm excited.
Nice.
I've been hearing a lot of Missouri State Fair ads, but it was because Flo Rida was playing there this weekend.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Nothing says
It's going
party
down for real.
like Flo Rida in Sedalia, Missouri.
All right. I think that's a perfect mix.
I thought Sedalia Jackson played for the Valkyries.
Mm-hmm. That's it. They named the town after her right after.
I thought that was the opening act
impressive.
for Flo Rida was Missouri.
All right. And Dave, thank you for joining us tonight as well. Is there anything you would like to say before we call it a night?
No, I always appreciate being on Benchwarmers, hanging out with all of you guys and hanging out with great people like you, Hugh. So I appreciate it. Hell yeah. I think all that's left is go Brewers.
All right. Well,
Hey,
that's a heel turn if
The
you've
Twins
ever
have won
had
2
one,
series
Marcus.
in a row. Come on.
all right. On behalf of Marcus Walling, I have been Josh. I have been and am Josh, and we would like to say thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes.
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at Benchwarmers TP.